Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, back with another episode of Man Takes Shoes Out of Box, the episode where I take a pair of shoes out of a box and tell you what I think about them. It's been a pretty hectic week for me. I have had 2 pairs of shoes come in this week. I already did a review on the Air Jordan 4RM Nigel Sylvester. If you guys wanted to check that review out, be sure to click on the video above. And we've got another pair, this time a New Balance. These are the 1906As, the Sea Salt and Metallic Silver colorway. And interestingly enough, I got these from End. I won them in a raffle, and I know that I have won a brick when I win a raffle from End, because the only time I ever win shoes from End is when they have used the raffle as a bit of a cover to make the shoes seem more limited than they are. These are, in fact, sitting in a lot of different places. So if you wanted to come up on a pair of these, and this review goes some ways to convincing you, these are available, these are easy to cop. Now, it's a bit of an interesting one because I'm a huge fan of the 1906R. I have had a couple of pairs. I even have this Amélie D'Or collab, which I still really enjoy wearing. And it's just one of those shoes that is so lightweight, it's so breathable. It's actually a good shoe in my opinion for running, but they're just so comfortable to wear casually. I had to get a pair of these. This design is a little bit novel. This particular New Balance, the 1906A, is supposed to be a sort of late stage take on the Tech Runner series from the 1906R that we've gotten accustomed to seeing ad nauseum this past couple of years now. One of the most striking features of this sneaker are these raw, sort of like uncut overlays that spill over different parts of the sneaker. If you take a look here at the midsole, you've got this extra panel that sort of drapes over the front of it. Even the eyelets are covered with this overlay here. And you even have these extended laces that come through the lace system itself, go through the N, and also drape across the midsole as well, giving the whole shoe this sort of late stage unfinished look. You've also got this exposed stitching up here just beneath the top line, some exposed stitching on the toe block that affixes this other supplementary, completely unnecessary additional leather overlay on the mesh on the front. The whole shoe kind of reminds me of maybe a forgotten sample from back in the day that someone just went a little bit mad scientist on and then buried in the back of a wardrobe to be unearthed years later. This also comes across in the aging in the midsole, which, I don't know man, it's kind of got this rusted, if not oxidized look to it. The colorway is predominantly gray with obviously the silver metallic overlays and the little sort of sea salt touches as well. And then you've got the oxidized midsole. As I've said, the colorway is something that I very much like and is one of the main reasons why I copped these. To get a sense for how dramatic this model is compared to the normal 1906R, if you compare them against the ALDs, you can see that they share the similarities in terms of the tooling with the TPU cage around the back. Same thing with the midsole and the sole, very similar technology. They both sport the traditional mesh underlays and obviously very similar paneling with the overlays, but the 1906As are just way more dramatic and way more ostentatious. In looking at them side by side, man, I can definitely see a bit of design progression here. Like they're obviously related, but this is kind of like the cousin that's right into fashion, whereas this is maybe the cousin that's just into keeping things a little bit more normal. They were 150 pounds, which I think is pretty much just the normal New Balance 1906 pricing. And in terms of the fits and the comforts, these do run a little bit tight like the 1906Rs. So I'd recommend if you are in the market for a pair, you go a half size up, unless of course you really like to have a tight fit. Comfort wise though, they are really light. They're really breathable, really nice on foot, really nice cushioning. I'm just a massive fan of how these ride. All in all, I think it's a dope shoe. I think they sort of knocked it out of the park with the whole aesthetic. I do think these sort of play into a more fashion MF type space. If you are into these exaggerated panels and you do like the sort of deconstructed late stage look, these will definitely be for you. Colorway goes hard, very simple, very wearable, and as you can see on foot, I think they look nice. And that is it for today's episode. Not going to over egg it or anything like that. It's a dope shoe. They're out there, they're available. New Balance continue to do really good things in the space. Don't forget to go a half size up and let me know what you guys think. Are you guys feeling the 1906A? Do you prefer the 1906R? Feel free to sound off down below and let me know. Have a good day guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care for now and peace.